So good morning, all of you. So in the previous class, we discussed about React installation, and we created project through the NPM, right? We created a project through the NPM. So how to create a project through the Node package manager? Node package manager. Through the Node package manager, you have to create the project with the command line. So we already discussed about it. Command line CMD, which is available for the Windows operating system, and terminal. Terminal is mostly available for the Mac machines or Linux machines. Mac or Linux. Whenever you are using operating systems called Mac and Linux operating system, then you have to go with the terminal process. Okay, so I already created a project. So what is the command? One more time, you have to remember it. npx create React app demo app, something like this is the app name or project name. You can specify this is called app name. So what are the app name? Some rules. What are the rules? What are the rules for the app name? We already discussed. Like app name is custom name should not contain any special characters. Project name should not have any capital letters. And underscore hyphen allowed for the project. After creating the project, what we have to do is we need to enter into the project. CD project name. And we have to put the extra. Okay. Right. Now, today we will discuss about important topic called CSS or styles add. Styles adding for components. So what are the different kind of components? Later we will discuss. There are multiple kind of components like a functional component and class component. And components and types we will discuss later. But try to working with the as usual functional component. On top of the functional component, how to add CSS, how to add styles, how to add cosmetic changes, how to add decorations and all. There are multiple ways. Mostly the style is external style. External style that should be something like file name.css. That could be common, and that is the first case. And some people internally or inline of the element. Inline of the element, they can able to add the styles. So this is also available, but there are two ways. One is the element style attribute, element style attribute with multiple values. With multiple values. The second way is element style attribute with a single name identifier. With a single name identifier. Okay, or style name identifier. With a single style name identifier. So both I will explain here. Both I will explain here. You can try to understand. So external search style we already know. So let me try to open the project. How to open the project? Let me open the project. What is the project we created last class? I try to open it. Open folder. So, project I created in the last class. Something like a demo app, I think so. Yeah, let me see. Okay, so come to the demo app here. This is the demo app I created last class. So inside this demo app, I already discussed about it. The public folder, we have the index.html. Index.html is the first file which was actually hitting the browser. But for this index.html, this index.html having the root component, right? This is the root one. And that root is basically binding with index.js. That root is binding with the index.js here, using with create root, React.dom.create. Then after that, inside this root, I need to render a component called app. App is available somewhere, but this app having some CSS also. Can you see and observe this app is going to be having one imported CSS. Where the CSS file was available here only. Same folder CSS file is available there. Trying to working with the class selector. Right, with the two selectors. So if anybody not having the knowledge of CSS, please go with my videos and learn, try to understand about the CSS and all. This is about a class selector. This is some class selector. The class name is called app.app, and this is the element selector. This is the element selector. We have class selector and we have element selector both here. Now, come to the point. Come to the app.js. We have the class here, right? This is the class, and we already have this is called external CSS. So this one, let me go. This one app.js. Come to this app.js. This is called external CSS. This is external CSS or not? External CSS file is implementing, or external CSS file is actually importing. External CSS file name is app.css. That app.css in the app.js it is importing. After importing it, we are trying to attaching the colors in. Let me launch this. Then you can see and observe. You can see and observe the some colors getting applied or some CSS is going to be getting applied or not for the class called app and class called and tags called H1 and something. Okay, let me npm go with the start process. Npm start. Go with the npm start. When I start my server, node server, start my node server, some CSS which is going to be applicable through app clause and same time H1. For H1 and H2 also I given some style. For H1 and H2 I given some style. Can you see this one? For H1 and H2 also I'm giving some style here. Can you see this one? And I'm giving border radius something. And the background color something like a red. And color will be, I don't have any color. Color will be white. Let me go with the white. And let me go with the good font style also. Fine. Now you can see the browser. You can see the browser automatically. Some CSS got applied. Automatically some CSS got applied. So that was actually external CSS. This is actually called external CSS. But now I try to implement. One more kind of CSS that could be something like I'm trying to writing a H3 now. Okay, so full stack with React. Font. Okay, full stack with React. And Python. Java. This is my H3. So what my requirement for this H3 is I need to implement unique style for the element level style. I don't want to create a class for this. I don't want to create ID for this. I don't want to use the tag name. I don't want to use external CSS for this element. What is my requirement is I want to implement my own way of my own way of okay, let me give the color green. I'm trying to providing color green. So this is the way. This is called expression. Style is an attribute name, and the color and green is a color attribute or style attribute. Inside the style attribute, I am giving the related style related attribute. So what is the style related attribute name is color. Style related attribute name is so I'm just giving the color green. When I say color green, can you see and observe? So H3 got a color green. Okay, now let me try to give the one more H1. Okay, let me give the one more H1. H1, so this H1 is mobile apps with React Native. So mobile app with React Native. Okay, so what I'm trying to implementing for this also. For this also, I want to implement a style, and you have to give the double curly braces. The double curly braces is called exception. And for this, I want to give the color red. At the same time, I want to implement the font style. Okay, so when I come to the React, whatever the attribute names we have, those particular attributes name we need to specify with this is object, right? And I want to give the font style also. Font style, comma is something like object. See, first curly braces is related to the expression, second curly braces is related to the object. This curly braces is related to the expression. First curly braces is related to the expression. So you have to specify the expression, like React needed expressions. At the same time, the second curly braces is related to the object. We know object rules and object rules and regulations. So what is object rule and regulation? Object is basically collection of key value pairs. Object is basically collection of key value pairs. Every key value pair which was separated with the every key and value separated with the comma, and every key value pair separated with the and every key and value separated with the colon, and every key value pair separated with the comma. So we know that. That is the very reason I'm trying to providing what? I'm trying to providing two key and value pairs here. The first key and value pair is color red, and second key value pair is font style, something like italic. I need to specify. Okay. And one more thing, text align center. I want to go for the text align. So this is camel case. Try to observe it. This is camel case. But in CSS text hyphen align, in CSS font hyphen style, but when you come to the React, it is camel case. Now we are writing style in JavaScript level. Now we are writing style in JavaScript level. That is the way reason it is actually converting it. Fine. Now you can see the last H1. Okay, that was there. Red color is there, but I'm not having any color for the element. Okay, let me give the color for the element. Color for the element is let me give the white color. Okay, white is good on top of the red. White is good on top of the red. So mobile apps with React Native, I got it. I got applied some style for the last H1. So there is a one more process. This is called actually inline CSS. Inline CSS. This is a process of inline CSS. Okay. But there is a one more procedure. That procedure is using with the attribute constant one. Inline CSS only. Inline CSS and use with the style attribute. The single constant. Okay, so this is the one more way of providing styles in React. The first way is external CSS. That is already we know. So let me give the numbers also. The most important in the real time is this one, and second most important thing is this one. Okay, now let me give this one top. The second most important thing is this one. This is the second most important thing. Can I give here? And third one. So mostly, rarely people will use this one. Rarely people will use this one. But this one, second one is most important, most priority after the first one. So how to work with us? How to work with this? Okay, for this, what I can do is I will do one thing. What I can do is this. Let me try to create one simple constant. Let me try to create a simple constant. Let me try to take a H1. H1 here. So H1, this one is something like a data science. Data science with React UI. Fine. So for this H1, what my requirement is, I need to create a simple style sheet. Go to render, inside the render. Inside the render, before the components, whatever you have, I just create a constant. Constant, what is the value you want to go for? Suppose I want to go with the style, my style is something like an object. See, everything is an object, right? Okay, my style is equal to object. So this is the variable. This is a constant kind of thing. So that is my style, which is going to be having some object. Yes, inside this object, what I want to do is, inside this object, I want to do different style properties. Let me write color red or color white. Let me go with the color white. It is actually showing error. Be inside the function, not in the return. Don't give in the return. Sorry, don't give in the return. Should be inside the app. It should be inside the function. Okay. And comma and uh, text align, text hyphen align. Okay, and let me give send. It will come or not. It is not coming. So why? Because of this is text line setup. Comma font style italic. Okay, and background color should be after giving the comma only it will be highlighted. Background. Let me give the blue color. Okay, so what my requirement is this particular my style. Whatever the my style you have, that should be assigned to the H1. So where is this H1? H1 and style. And don't give the double curly braces now. This time don't give the double curly braces. You give the single curly braces. Why? Because you need to attach the expression. That expression name is my style here. The expression name is my style here. That my style expression, my style name, I'm trying to provide in the style attribute. Then automatically it will run. No need to, no need to individually giving the object properties inside the style. You created as a constant, and that constant we are trying to use it. So, so let me try to see the output of the program. So that is going to be available or not. Data science with React UI. So why this data science with React UI is in the red color? Background color is blue, right? But background color is not applicable. Why? Because of somewhere we did a mistake. Some style is applicable from the external CSS settings. External is working, right? External background is falling. So why I do one thing now? Then let me go with this one. Is H4. H4, whatever it means. So H4, I didn't write any style for inline or internal something. We'll start with design. Yeah, mobile apps with React Native. Data science with React UI, that is my thing. Data science with React UI. Data science with React UI. Where is the data science? There's somewhere it is available. Okay, let me have some background, which is available, but I'm not having any background color for that. Okay, background color colon. It should be something like that. I got it. Background color. I got applied some background color. Right? So when I specify some background color for that, automatically it is coming. Yeah. So there are multiple ways to provide styles for the React. The one is external CSS. And the second important priority is CSS and use style attribute with single constant name. And third one is inline CSS using with the multiple attributes with the object. And that object also available inside the expression, and that expression should be attached to the style. These are the three different ways to provide the style using with the React. You just do practice and try to explore with the multiple kind of experiments, multiple components and multiple styles you try to give it. See, before this, you have to understand what is an object. And before this, we need to understand how to, what are the differences between the CSS properties inside the CSS and okay, so try to explore it. Try to go with the CSS first. If you don't know CSS, you cannot able to remember a properties. don't know where I need to apply the background, where I need to apply the alignments, where I need to apply the colors, where I need to apply the positions and all. All these things you have to learn from CSS. First, you need to have good knowledge in HTML and CSS, then only you come to the React. Hope you guys understand. Okay, so try to do practice and explore more and more components. Thank you. We'll go with the functional components and the class component differences. And thank you. And one more thing, guys, a lot of people are actually watching my videos. So, if you subscribe it, you get the notification when I upload a video. I'm trying to uploading a lot of videos on top of the React and Node.js, Python, mobile apps with React. Later I will upload Flutter iOS also. Please try to change your careers with a good subject and good packages. Signing off. Bye. See you.